today we introduced you to an artist from the lower 9th Ward who, like so many others, lost everything in Hurricane Katrina.
That's right, and it was her experience that led her to a new type of art. Kenny Lopez from our sister station in New Orleans has her story.
In the 20 years after the traumatic Hurricane Katrina, mixed media artist Gina Phillips is gently rethreading her life.
When Katrina happened, all of my equipment flooded in my studio.
And to give you perspective, during Hurricane Katrina 20 years ago, the floodwaters were up to here, up to your chest. And out of those floodwaters grew amazing art.
Inspired by my Katrina experience, one of them was about Fats Domino and him as a figure of resurrection on many levels in this neighborhood. Or some people thought he had died in the floodwaters, but he was actually rescued.
She initially was using an old household sewing machine, but it was destroyed in the storm. So through a post-Katrina arts grant, she was able to get this long-armed quilting machine.
So at that time I ordered the machine, I set it up in my studio and started developing these techniques. Of course, I'm still using that same machine today. I've had it for 20 years now. And it's really allowed me to work much bigger. So this piece that's behind me, and it's about 9.5 feet by 9.5 feet wide. You know, the roots of the tree are feeding off of these layers of past lives. Here are the roots, and the piece itself, the tree is not attached to the background. I think the imagery is especially appropriate, you know, thinking about this 20-year Katrina anniversary. Layers of life, layers of history.
Katrina will always be part of her history and how she artistically sewed her life back together.
Just my forever home is New Orleans, and I feel so much inspiration here.